Peace, family, peace. I just felt the need and the urge to address a couple things because Spirit wanted me to address a couple things, I guess. Okay, for the times of that's going on, some things are not being said towards my people, and I feel a kind of way about these things. Well, a big way about these things, but nonetheless, we address it. Spirit tells me that a lot of this stuff that's going on is not in the hands of government. It's not in the hands of leaders, community leaders, even some spiritual leaders and practitioners. What's going on is divine. Illusions is being put up to fool people, to fool the masses, and to keep people stagnant and stuck at certain states of advancement, whether it be physically or spiritually. Most of it and majority of it is for spiritual advancement, to stop spiritual advancement of said beings and a certain race of people. That's due to peak, so we should say. In the line of spirituality, it's a certain duty that certain people owe to the people and to humanity to do what's right. And not all. A lot of people are doing their best into what they could comprehend and toward the messages that they are getting. But nonetheless, though, people can't test this because not everybody is in tune. You know, not everybody can check and validate these claims. That's the only point I'm getting at. Now, well, not the only point, but the big point I'm getting at with a lot of stuff that's going on. Now, my people are not being taught about spirituality in a big way. Some people think that you have to pay and buy your way into certain areas, of knowledge. Some people who are in said positions and being put on pedestals by people are putting out information and advertising as if monetary is going to buy people into heaven or heaven-like existence or states of being. And this is false. Now, certain people have their right to perform certain duties to make monetary to sustain themselves. It's a job, it's a duty. But nonetheless, the narrative and the understanding that they're implying that it takes monetary, to acquire certain goals is false. Certain people are advertising that it's only one path to acquire a certain goal in spirituality, and that's false. It's many paths and it's many ways to do things. But for the time that's at hand, and for what I see and for what I'm getting told, my people need to understand and learn how to get in tune and connect the spirit. Now, it's many ways, and I don't care about you practitioners who can sit here and say, oh, well, what about this? What about it? Because it's the times, y'all can see the times, and y'all ain't saying nothing. Nobody is arming our people with nothing. So I don't want to hear it. And if you want to do something, and it's something that you got to say and that you want to add on, then do it. Other than that, don't try to come out now and try to come say something to me for me speaking up and trying to say how I feel or teach what I feel is right to my people, or try to arm my people in the midst of a war that I don't think they're prepped for. So with that being said, some people don't understand that, yeah, you can deal with deities, you could deal with certain entities and things like that, but the one true thing is that you need to deal with your ego and your ancestors. That's the truth. You need to deal with them first. You know, the one thing I don't see emphasized a lot, but it's there, but it's not emphasized a lot, and I doubt that my people know. And to a certain area of my people, I doubt they know. But you should be dealing with your Ori. Your Ori is an extension of your creator, of the creator that he set in you. Your Ori gives the permission to every other spirit or deity to come around you. That is your twin in heaven. That is the one you should be getting in contact with. You should be big on respect. Humble yourself. My people were destroyed to a degree, you know, and we was reduced to rubble in the eyes of humanity in the world, in existence, though, you know, to a degree that we no longer have a connection with nature. We no longer have a connection with spirit, true spirit, you know. And some people think when you talk about spirit, you got to be dressed in certain garbs and robes in certain ways. There's science to that. There's science to that. But the one science and the major science that you need to be wrapped in is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It bursts it all. Once you have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, you're in alignment. You know, you're in alignment. You know, you're on your path. You know, you begin to understand things. You begin to respect things and learn and comprehend how to interact with things. You begin to understand that if you are comprised of things, you exist in other forms of being. You know, and it's in this oneness and unison with these things. If you can come into harmony and understanding, you know, you humble yourself. You know, so by dealing with yourself, your higher extension of self, you understand that there's power in you to create and manifest also in this realm. You know, when you're in harmony, you have power in you. You have ashe in you. You have chi, prana. You know, it's a lot of energy in you, spirit in you. We say these names to this energy for the terms of what we can comprehend of it and what we understand. You know, people over there might call it something different. Over here, we might call it something different. You know, certain plants and vegetation don't grow on that side of the hemispheres that it might grow in this area or region, or just, areas. So our environments and our learning and our know-how, our paths is different. But that's why we come together, so we can see from all perspectives, the all-seeing eye, but nonetheless, and this is a spiritual war. You have to learn how to protect yourself spiritually, and tap into yourself and see and deal with your higher self and deal with your ego and deal with the creator, deal with nature, just to better understand these energies and deities or spirits, is to understand nature. It's the nature of a thing to be this. It's the nature of a thing. What is the nature of that? How do these things perform? How do they interact? Frequencies. It's a lot of things that's going on. Yeah. Understanding, cardinal directions and where energy lies, and being able to tap into that energy and convey certain things to that energy and have that energy reciprocate back to you is what I'm trying to get at. You exist on different realms and frequencies. It's different points that energy exists, but energy emanates in all things, and you can utilize this energy and manipulate this energy, whether it be good or bad, negative or positive, with this thing. But it's always good to fight for what you love and fight for what's right. And it's true. You be pure, and you be truthful, what you do, consequences and for everything. And, karma's a thing, hey, I don't try to deal with that, but from what I'm coming to tell you, I learned that in me, from my example, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I'm no different than you. In me sits a certain energy in me, that I can tap into and have this energy reciprocate certain things for me physically, whether it be protection, certain things can be in your favor, certain things, whether it be for defense or offense, healing, a wide range of things, blessing certain items, or some people call it wherever they got their certain names for things, but I'm just gonna stick to blessing certain items and putting your intent into that item, and have your faith and confidence in it that it works for you, and you come in harmony and in peace when you address, when you're working, you be clean when you're working, mentally, physically, you make sure your aura is clean, but a lot of things you can anoint with certain herbs or oils, that have certain type of spiritual properties into them, and these things are alive and they act and they have energy, they emanate and resonate energy from them, and other energies respect the energies and they interact. This is how unseen world acts and thrives. To understand these things and to understand energy would be a great protection in the days and the times that's going on, and it will come and has already been happening. Start to cleanse yourself and start to sit with yourself and meditate. Meditate. Get to know yourself. We often want to know everything about everything else that's going on, but you don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. You don't take the time out to know you, to get to know you and really know you. And practice what you preach. You don't do it, but just be who you are and be honest and be you. And be you. And really be who you say you are. Don't let anyone force you into anything that's, that goes against your intuition, your better knowing. These things are free when you respect and you are in harmony. It's an